Alright guys, I'm just talking you through changing the turret bearing on the gear selector on my van. It's a MK7 Transit. There's no English video on YouTube, so I thought I'd show you how it's done. The first thing we need to do is it's underneath. It's located underneath all these pipes in there, so we're going to have to disconnect a couple of those to have easier access. Probably going to take this thing off as well, so I'll see you when that's done. Just going to show you, I've taken off this box, I've disconnected this fat pipe here. The gear selector, I don't know if you can see it in there, is this thing with a lever on top. It's almost to the bottom left of the fuel filter. If you move it around, you should hear it move. Kind of want to make sure it's in neutral when you start unbolting things, I guess. Next option, the next thing to do is we've got to take off the push rods. They're fairly simple. You just, don't know if you can see where my thumb is there. You press the top of it, pull it up and it comes off. Just there. And there's one on the back side of it as well. And the little knob that the back side one comes off is a great indicator, because there's a bolt right underneath it that you need to undo. Now the push rods are off, there are 6 bolts holding it into the top of the gearbox. I've actually found using a small socket set like this one is a lot easier on the access than others. Alright, I've got 5 bolts out. The last one is right underneath the gear selector lever. All 6 bolts are out. I need to pull it out the top of the gearbox now. It is connected by a little pipe and an electrical connector. You can just unplug the connector and take the pipe with you. So yeah, just pull it out the top then. Alright, here it is, out the van. The next step is to undo these 4 bolts that hold the actually hold the selector mechanism on. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really important to remember where it goes, so I'm going to mark with a little pen just the edge of this one so I can get it lined up properly next time. Okay guys, I've got those removed. The next step is to undo this bolt right here. Then this whole bit should slide off the bottom. Right, now I've got the bottom off, I need to take the top off. That's this bolt here. Right, the third bolt to take out this main shaft here is located underneath this. So we're going to have to take these metal side clips off. Right, if you look in there you can see that last bolt, slightly different to the others. Just to show you though, don't know if you can hear it, but that bearing race is the reason this whole job's going on. You can hear how messed up that is. That bolt is out, so it should just slide out now. Like that. Right, I've just popped this seal out that sits on top of the bearing race. You see it in there, it's absolutely munched. I'm now going to kind of bash that out with a socket, rubber mallet, and we'll see how it goes. I've just got this set up in the vise here. I've got a 12mm socket on the end of a little extender, and I'm going to try and tap it out. Got it out. It's the old bearing. As you can see, I kind of mashed it, taking it out, but it's out now. I'm going to clean up the inside of here, make sure there's no crap in there. The other bearings are currently in the freezer. That should mean that they should fit easier. We'll see. Got the bearing out of the freezer, I've lined it up, and I've started tapping it in. Trying to do this quite carefully because you really want it to be obviously straight. New bearing is in, seated properly. Now it's time to put it all back together. Right, I've done the middle bolt and I've put the electrical connectors back on. It's back together. It's definitely moving a lot smoother. You can see it's got a lovely bit of movement, no crunching at all, so should be done. Let's try and refit it to the van. Alright guys, I've got the gear selector back in the van. All I've got to do now is tighten the bolts up, put the airbox in and connect that pipe again, and then we're done. Good work. Okay, that all is back in the van, so time to give it a test. Alright guys, Super smooth movement down here. Oh, such a change from the crunchy we had before. I really hope that's helped. I know I didn't film all of it, but I hope at least I've gone through the steps for you to follow. Have a good day.